Hello loves, this is Keleena. Today is February 1st, 2018. The month has already gone by. We've had the lunar eclipse, we've had the supermoon, blood moon, blue moon, full moon. Everything is happening in divine perfect order the way it's supposed to. If you've noticed the sun for the past well, I've been working with the sun. I work the sun every day, but the difference in the sun, there are solar storms happening as well from the sun and from the flares that are coming out. I'm sorry, I'm just getting download while I'm trying to talk. This happens a lot. Sometimes I have to try and separate it. Why would you do this at the same time I'm trying to make a video? Okay, so I just wanted to really quick just say stay in your highest state of being in calm and peace and love, because everything that's going on right now is continuing to push you, and like I said in the first video of the year, it's like that squeezing, you're being squeezed to remove things from you, and it's continuing. So I have a lot of cards today and I'm not going to allow this to be a long video. I'm just going to keep allowing the flow. So there's a lot of angel cards today. I just want you to know. So these two came out together, and I'm going to show you which ones. And I'm not surprised Lady Netta has come again. And I think this is the third or fourth video in a row, because she represents the Sophia energy, the divine feminine energy, the mother energy. Lady Netta is a cosmic name for Maria Magdalena. So these came out together. I have Lady Netta and Osiris. So I just want to show you. They're both there. And to me, because they are both talking about mother, wife, sister, daughter, father, husband, brother, son, this to me, them coming out together is that balance of the energies that is taking place on the planet, that is taking place within every single soul. That balance of the two energies coming in, that's intertwining in us, because I see them whoop. Todd's gonna laugh at this if he watches this, because he said I make the funny noises. But that intertwining of the energies that's coming into the body, that's forcing the restructuring of balance within us of both the masculine and feminine, of the matriarchal, patriarchal, to get out of that patriarchal system, to get out of that patriarchal thought process, out of that ego-ness, out of that out of the desires of the patriarchal system that put us in a false light. This is coming in, and what this is doing is these two energies. I just saw angel and vision. Hold on. Okay, so and I have somebody here, and the twirling of the two energies, the combining of the two, they're saying the combining of the two energies, the masculine and the feminine, is taking us to that androgynous state, the androgynous beings that we are off of the earth. We are becoming here. So we're going through these changes within us. Okay. I can't remember if it was the last video I talked about. I think it was the last video I talked about the change in the structures. Yes, the last video, because this is all coming with this moon and this gateway that opened, and the moon energy. I love the moon, but I love the sun just as much. But you know, goddess and God, we have the balance there once again. These changes that are coming in and that are happening within the body, the changes in the and I've last few days, it's been coming through me so much that the vision of the cells within our body, they show me a cell, and the reconstruction of the cell, the chemical makeup in the cell, inside the inner part of the cell, is all changing to change us into whom we are and are to be. So I'm channeling, so the breathing, just please excuse the breathing. The chemical makeup in our bodies is changing, okay? As you all know, we are going through this crystalline process. And for those of you, I talked about this over a year ago. I went back to find my videos, and it's about a year and a half ago. I talked about how some people will gain weight and some people will lose weight. This has been happening for a while. So for those of you that it hasn't affected yet, it's going to start affecting now. I'm pretty sure that video was like 16 or 17 months ago. I talked about it. It's changing us to who we are. I also talked about eye colors changing, you know, hair color changing. Some people will gain weight, some people lose weight. Do not be upset, especially the ladies, if you're gaining weight, okay? I actually talked to Marla about this just a couple days ago because she was just asking me about it, and I said, yeah, I talked about it a while ago, and so she's experiencing some things that she was talking about, and it's just the change within the chemical process within us. So just know it's okay. It's going to happen. It has to happen, but it's going to be temporary and it will be okay. So if you're gaining weight, you will go back to the way you wish to be. It doesn't matter how much you work out, doesn't matter how you change your diet. It's happening because it's a shift within us, and then the body has to increase some things so that the changes can happen and the body can be okay in a state that you can exist in, and then it will go back. So just allow it to happen. For those of you that lost a lot of weight or you're losing the weight and you can't tell why, this is the same thing. You will gain it back. So don't worry, okay? Don't worry. But okay, so my guides are saying if you're losing too much weight where you're actually skin and bones and you're not in balance, you're not eating the right foods, you're not centered in your balance, then see a holistic doctor. I always suggest holistic doctors because I don't believe in the Western medicine. So go see someone and make sure that everything's okay. Okay, so the next card after that, well, this is kind of like the energy healing came up after that. This is our bodies changing. This is what I'm getting. The bodies are changing. We're going through this healing and transformation of the physical bodies. We are going through a state and a period right now where with this transition and transformation, the energies are coming in to assist in healing our bodies. And right as I was breathing in, my lower back just like cracked, boop, boop, boop. And it felt so good. It was just a release of energy down there. It was stuck. Thank you. Many times the angels or my guides or a shaman, a cosmic shaman guides will help me with that. They'll crack me in the morning or they'll shift my body. It's the greatest thing, having so many cosmic friends. So again, this change that's happening with these energies and with the divine feminine masculine within yourself, this shift that's happening, that's moving everybody in their process through their ascension process. The energy healing is coming in. It is removing. Here's the Yes card, which is Ganesh. And again, this card was from the last reading as well. Obstacles are being removed. Obstacles within us physically, but also this is, as I've said since the beginning of 2018, it's that squeezing to make things surface, to force things to surface within us that we have to let go of. So, and I think I talked about this in the last week, so for those of you that are feeling a lot of anger, because I have a lot of people saying they're feeling angry, they're not sure why it's coming up. It's a time for you to look inside yourself to see what this anger is coming from. And usually that anger is associated with the solar plexus. So look within you. If you're having stomach issues in that area, that solar plexus, and if you're having anger, you need to go within and clear these things. And if you are one of those people that must know exactly what it is, what I always tell people when I talk to my clients, I'm like, step outside yourself for a moment and look. It's like stepping outside of yourself and viewing at yourself from an aerial view and see what makes you angry. And when you see what makes you angry, that's one of your triggers that's making you angry. Remember, and I think I talked about this in my last video, things that make you angry are usually triggers and they put you into a thought process. And then people make decisions from their thought processing. You are the only one that controls your thoughts. You're the only one that controls your decisions. So make sure you are not blaming others for your anger, and you are not blaming others for the work that you have not done within yourself. Okay? Go within, find your triggers, remove the things that do not feed the soul. If they don't feed the soul, let them go. These are the things that don't matter. Let them fall away. They just don't matter. It's the peeling of the onions. It's the removal of all the layers of the belief systems, all the things that have been placed upon you. Remove them, okay? Trust. I've got the trust card today. Vishnu. Yes, Vishnu. Trust in this process. Trust what's happening to you, because it's so vital and so very important for you to trust this stuff and trust what comes into here, the heart, the high heart. Please trust. Stay in here. It's so very important to be in the heart. So very important to be in here and not in the ego. Stay out of the thoughts, okay? Move into here and listen. I think I had the listen card the last two readings for January, and I want to say that continues. Listen. You need to listen. You need to go into quiet time. You need to have your sacred space. You need to have that sacred time alone for you. Sit in silence and listen. Listen to what your guides are bringing you. Listen to what spirits bring you, with angels, whoever you are working with, the highest benevolent beings. Make sure you use that word. Listen to what they're saying. It's so very important right now, okay? Trust in what you hear, all right? When you're focused here, not in the ego, when you're focused here and you're allowing the ideas to come in and you're allowing to hear that which needs to be brought to you, is when you're in that state of being where you've cleared the mind. And when you actually start questioning it is when you've stepped out of that and you've gone into the ego. So focus on here when you go into meditation, okay? Sit in silence. And I cannot express strong enough. Meditation is so very important. It's key to this process. And there's so many that are saying that I can't meditate. Yes, you can. Okay? Every time you say you can't, what happens? You can't. Change your thoughts, all right? I can meditate. I will meditate. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to take myself into silence. I am going to clear my mind and allow the thoughts that need be come through from spirit. Okay, change the way you look at things, change your tone, change your directional point of view is what they just said. Oh, what's a new one? Directional point of view. I like that. Thank you. And trust the process. All right. Okay, here we go. Next is flow of prosperity, which is Lakshmi. And when this card came out, it came out with the abundance, but it's not the abundance of just money. Okay, it's the abundance of all you need right now, and trusting that everything that you need is flowing to you properly. Okay, it's trusting that everything you need to take you or for you to be here on this earth is coming to you. It's accessible to you. It's right here next to you. It's right there. Grasp it. It's yours. When you trust in the process and you trust in the law of attraction, I want to say, when you trust in that, and you keep yourself in a positive state and you're using the correct wording, everything comes to you that's needed. Okay. Also, this they just showed me in the vision that this flow of prosperity, this flow of abundance, is also the flow of abundance of the energies that are coming in to assist you in your shift, to assist you in shifting yourself out of like negative vibrations and things like that. All of this help is here. This help is here. It's here. It's centering us. It's moving into our system. It is flowing, and if you will allow it and trust in the process, it will continue to help you. Uh-oh, I need a refill. Out of water. I clean my own water and then I refill my bottles. Oh, I'm thirsty. So, okay, the next card is Kuan Yin, compassion. So it's very important to have compassion for your own self as well as others, okay? You're not walking in someone else's shoes, so make sure that when you see someone or someone's having a bad day or whatever, just, you know, send them a smile or send them love. If you feel negative energy on them, you can guard yourself, but continue just to send love. That's all. Focus on knowing that the flame in the heart is within every person. Okay. Focus on knowing that each person is light, no matter how people treat you. I mean, I personally can say that there are people out there that are not very nice at times with some of their comments or whatever, and that's just because maybe they don't understand what is coming through in the videos or whatever, but that's where they are in their journey right now. There's some things that they need to clear. I don't allow what people say to me or about me to bother me. It's not like that. I'm going, you know, we go through this process to understand that and to move ourselves into a state of being of this higher love and this higher vibration, that it doesn't affect us. It bounces off of us and right back at them, and it makes them feel yucky because of what they're sending out. So I still have compassion for those that are I want to say they're using the word flailing, and that's Katumi. He said flailing in their own anger. That's what he just did. He looked like an octopus when he did it, kind of. Oh, what a goofball. So allow them where they are in their process, and just understand that at some point in your process you've been there too, or maybe you haven't gotten there yet, but it'll happen. So the next card I got, these are the angel cards coming up, is Chamuel, which is peace. And I've had the peace cards since I think August, and I kept saying peace is coming, peace is coming, peace is coming. And then I think the first video for 2018 I had 3 peace cards. Peace is coming, and I've said this before, it doesn't happen overnight, but it's up to us to create the peace within us by doing this work, by trusting this process, and by allowing all of this to happen to us, by removing the anger pieces, by removing that which does not serve our highest and greatest good. Allow these things to go, and we're creating the peace in us, and it's also creating the peace upon the planet, because remember that when you create peace within yourself and you move yourself into that higher state of being, and you're in that higher vibration of love and joy, and your thoughts are always about positivity and love and light, you're putting that into the collective, and we are the collective. We are that energy. We are creating the world we live in. So do you want to create a world for your children of anger and manipulation and deceit, or do you want to create a world of love and joy and happiness? Okay, it's up to you. You're a big part of it. So understand that, okay? Focus on the things you need to let go to keep yourself, to move yourself up and be in that state of peace within. Balance yourself. It's very important. They're saying balance, okay? Balance, balance, balance. Because when we are in balance, and in the first 2 cards, that's the balance, that feminine and masculine energy. When we balance ourselves in both the energies, okay? We bring ourselves into harmony, and harmony is peace. And peace is love and joy. I love when the angels are like, they just like, showing me things. It's so beautiful. Okay, so clairvoyance, Archangel Raziel, clairvoyance for this month of February. There's some shifts and changing with the energy now. There are some shifts with the awakening cycle that everybody's doing. There's some changes in vision happening, and it's going to affect everyone. And whether you get flashes in the third eye, or you get pictures, or something changes where you're starting to, like, dream time is really amping up for you. Because remember, when we go to sleep and we leave the physical body, we're in dream time. That's the unconscious state. That's where reality is. So when your dreams are amping up, guess what they're showing you? If you wake up and you're thinking you're having crazy dreams, those are dreams showing you things that you have to release. If you're going to sleep and you're having these beautiful dreams, what does that tell you? You know, take this to that higher perspective. Look at it the way you're supposed to. Understand your dreams, and they bring you messages. They will bring you messages of things you need to clear, and they'll bring you messages of things of what's going on in your life, and that you have to come back and hold that state of being here. So if you're saying like, if you're recognizing that you're in this loving state of being when you're sleeping at night and everything's so fantastic and everything, and then you come back here and you're like, well, why isn't that here? It's because it's showing you to focus on that so you can be there. You can be there. Every single soul can be there. It's not impossible. It is possible. They have endless possibilities. And that Todd would tell you that. Hi, Todd. I love you. So anyways, I'm helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. Okay, so that is Raziel. He's got the bluest eyes. Okay, so the next card, actually these came out together. Clairsentient card came out with Raziel. So Ragal, and I think this was in the last video. We have so many of them. So this energy is continuing. I think it's just amping up more from what I feel. I feel like it's just amping up more, and it's just continuing to push us to get the stuff done. But notice reoccurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. Pay attention. Somebody, if you feel like on your shoulder, well, some of you won't feel it physically, some of us do, but if you constantly have a thought coming in of like an idea, like a brilliant idea or something, that's your guide saying, hey, we're talking to you. Can you listen? Or if you're feeling like, if you're starting to feel like you go into a place and you feel energy that you just don't like, that's your body telling you just, you know, either protect yourself by surrounding yourself in the white light or stepping out of that place. Maybe you're not meant to be there in that moment, okay? Listen to your body. Listen to your guides, okay? And pay attention. Listen, I'm hearing listen, listen, listen again. Listen. Listen with the body, okay? How the body feels. We all know. Okay, so the next one is Haniel sensitivity. Gosh, I want to say this was in the last one. I think this came out with the moon cycle card for the moon video, the last one from the energies. So this is continuing. Our sensitivity and our awareness, they're saying, is increasing still. We are still extremely sensitive. And I want to say this is with the clairsentient card. These go together because honor it. Honor your feelings. Honor what you're feeling. You're opening up. You're awakening more, okay? As you're awakening, you start feeling these things. You're like, oh, I don't feel like I should do that. Listen. Listen to the body. Listen to what you're hearing. Listen to what you're seeing. Listen to what you know. It's so very important. I just keep hearing listen, listen, listen. Okay, listen. We need to listen. We need to take ourselves and listen. Okay, Archangel Sandalphon. Again, this time in February, we are meant to be in calm, in peace, taking yourself into, they're showing me meditation, taking yourself inward to release things, but relaxing. They're saying the energy is a little easier this month. But just because it's easier doesn't mean that you have to stop your work. Don't stop doing your work, your inner work. Don't stop because it feels easier. That doesn't mean that things are ending. We're getting a little break here, but it's also giving you that time to step back, get into meditation, and see other things that you need to know, other things you need to work on. Taking yourself into that peace and calm state so that the vibrations, your inner vibration changes. Because everyone is shifting into a higher awareness. Your vortexes are changing into a better state of being. As you change into a better state of being, as your energy changes and you shift upwards, you constantly are shifting upwards. You can't go backwards, okay? It's not possible. You can't. Can you take yourself into a lower vibration, or can negative people take you in that during the day? Yes, if you allow it. But if you got yourself up into such a high vibration and the understanding of that's their stuff, nothing will affect you anymore, okay? So this is part of this process. But this month I feel is very gentle. We need to be gentle. We need to be calm. We need to be in peace with our own selves so that we are in peace with others. This is how this state of energy shift is happening. I need water. When I channel, I get really, really dry, and I don't have my water over here. Passion. Archangel Haniel again. So she was here a lot in the last reading. Haniel's again about this is about following your passion. Okay. Focus on your passions. They're telling me to bring the last card with us. Metatron, focus on your highest priorities. I will help you get organized and motivated. Okay. Okay, so Haniel's about the focusing on and trusting and following your renewed passion in your love life and your career. And he's about, this card is about prioritizing with Metatron. Metatron's been with me daily for like the last 2 months, like pushing, like maybe 3 months now. This is important. Focus on what you want, not what you don't want. So if you have change in your love life and change in your career that's happening, and your passions and your dreams are starting to unfold, focus on it, but call in Metatron because he's going to assist you in prioritizing that which you need to be working on first. But trusting and following your renewed passion is so very important, because as you're shifting your vibration, and a lot of people's careers are falling away. They're no longer doing what they were doing before, and whether they lost their job or they left their job or they're in that decision mode right now of leaving their job, it's going to happen. And it happens for the better, because what's happening is you're shifting along your vortexial line, they're saying, or along your vibration of where you're supposed to be. And it's up to you. It's ultimately your decision of what you want to do with the career and the love life. If you're leaving a relationship that's no longer working for you, that's your decision. Nobody else can tell you what to do. It has to be yours. If you're entering a relationship, and be open to what they just said. Open your heart. Okay, they're saying open your heart. Open your heart to your new loves. Open your heart to your passions. Open your heart to the career. Open your heart to love, they're saying. But when you open your heart to this, what they're showing me is when you open your heart to these passions, you'll know if it's not your passions, they're showing me, because it'll fall away so fast. Okay. The same with if you're going into a new relationship, it just won't work. Time, I don't want to say time speeding up, but everything, let's not use the word time because time's irrelevant. Let's use the word experience. Experiences that we are going through are speeding up, and they're going faster and faster and faster than they ever have before. So for those of you that are in that dating cycle or going through the dating experience right now, you know right away if somebody's right for you or not. You feel it. You know it. Don't stay in a relationship just to have someone. Follow your instinct. Trust. I think we go back to the clairsentient and the clairvoyance with these. Trust, and the trust card. Trust in this process. Trust into what you're feeling. Trust in your knowing. It's so important. Your guides, your angels, your spirit, your higher self is all helping you. You're awakening. Your knowing is awakening. And this is what's happening to every single soul on the planet. It's so important. Trust in that process. I've got one more card. So last couple ones I've brought through the sacred animal that we are to honor, that you know, Mother and Father God have placed here on the earth for us. There's such a deeper meaning to these animals than people know. Every animal is sacred, and every animal has a purpose. Okay. So love them as much as you may not understand this, but they love us. Okay. So this week it's the owl. All right. Now, it's so funny because yesterday I had owls everywhere. And whenever I would look at something, I saw an owl. And I'm not talking about where I live. I was like looking at things on the internet or trying to find something, and all of a sudden a picture of an owl would pop up. I even screenshot a couple of them. I'm like, oh, what a cute owl. So I'm not surprised this came up. The owl is our Of course, it's the connection to the element, the air, but it is the initiation. The owl is a symbol of initiation as well. So let's take a look here and see what it says here. Its keywords are detachment, wisdom, and change. And I want to discuss detachment really quick because a lot of you that are twin flames that have messaged me that I've been working with in sessions are saying, I feel so detached from my twin. What's going on? Why can't I feel this anymore? I don't care that I'm not feeling them anymore. This is part of that process where you're understanding that you don't need someone, okay? You don't need another person in your life. You don't need someone. You can have someone, absolutely. You can have someone to cherish and love, but it's that neediness piece that is leaving your system, that neediness that was placed upon you through the belief systems, that piece is gone or leaving. And so you're experiencing that detachment is there. The detachment is there. The attachment is gone. Okay? And that's being explained through me right now in this way. They've never explained it that way before. But this doesn't only happen with twins. This happens with everyone in our life and everything. We don't need anyone and we don't need things because we all are one. We are all one from the same soul. We are all source. We are all source love. Okay? We're all the reflection of the God and Goddess, the Alpha Omega source, whatever you wish to call it, the creator. We are all the same. We are all source love. Okay? All right, thank you. Okay, so the owl is detachment, wisdom, and change. And what's happening right now with this, the moon that has shifted everyone, you're going through magnificent positive changes within you. Trust the process. And also, it's the stepping into your own higher inner wisdom. So that makes sense that this is coming through right now. You are detaching from that physical being, that physical ego being, okay, the false ego identity. You're stepping into your own inner wisdom. This is what everything that's happening is pushing us into trust our own inner wisdom because you are awakening to that next level in your process, and it is all about the change. So perfect card for right now. So the owl teaches us the wisdom of turning a disadvantage into an advantage. For most birds, the coming of darkness renders it impossible for them to feed. But the owl's exceptional hearing enables it to pick out and swoop on unsuspecting prey during the night. Hearing. Keep saying listening through this whole thing today. So, twilight has been described as owl light. And going for a quiet walk in the woods at this shimmering time of twilight is an excellent way to develop a sensibility to the other world and the inner soul of nature. We are having the twilight now with this full moon too, with this super moon and everything that's going on, and the connection to the other world through the inner soul. You may feel drawn to a study of esoteric lore or clairvoyancy. Clairvoyancy, there we go. We got the clairvoyant card too. Working with the owl as your ally will help you to do this. So the owl has sight that is just absolutely incredible, just like the eagle. The eagle and the owl, I feel, have fantastic sight, but the owl also has magnified hearing. And what did I keep saying through this whole thing is they kept saying, listen, we need to listen. Listen to your inner voice. Listen to what's coming to you. Listen to your knowing. If you see something, listen, pay attention. This is about paying attention. This is about, and they're talking about being in this light. This light is so very incredible right now. Get in the sun, get in that moon energy and absorb it. Allow it into your body. It's so very important. And remain and keep yourself in the state of peace and calm, because that's where we're going. That's what we want to create on this earth, and that's the whole reason that we came back here. Okay, this is the ascension process, and all of you are involved. All right. that's it. I don't have any light language today. I feel like that's going to be coming through something separate because I'm doing a lot of toning the last few weeks. It's been nonstop for me every morning, sometimes 2 and 3 hours at a time, toning and meditating and chanting and prayers just coming through me. And it's constant, and there's going to be another video coming out with that stuff. So this is totally separate. I love you all. I wish you all a fantastic February. There will be other videos coming with different things as the month progresses. So enjoy. And for those of you that celebrate Valentine's Day, happy Valentine's Day. Okay, I love you.